This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to another season of Preston Indians football. As tonight we are in Shelley, as the Indians will take on the Shelley Russets here tonight to kick off the 2020 season. For the Indians, another good year last year, went to the state playoffs for the second year in a row. Had a good season last year, but John Slaughter joins me on the broadcast again this year. This is a much different team. The bulk of the seniors, of course, last year, 26 of them graduating and moving on. And you don't want to ever call it a rebuilding year, but really it's pretty close to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a rebuilding year for actually both teams, but the Russets are down. They were senior strong last year, and so it's going to be an interesting year for them.
For the Preston Indians, of course, gone the big running back, Ty Hyde, the quarterback, the bulk of the guy who led the team in receiving the last couple of years, and Scott Dunn. But they have good players back, and one guy who saw one game of action at quarterback steps up from the JV ranks, and he'll be the starting quarterback this year, and we're talking about Brecker Knapp.
Brecker Knapp, and he's going to be good because he did a great job in the JV ranks, and then in the game that he came in, he struggled just a little bit. There was a little bit of struggle there, but in all, he's healthy. He's ready to play. He's excited to play, and it's going to be a good game for him.
After Scott Dunn broke his arm last year, they kind of turned over the responsibility at the wide receiver spot to Cole Harris, the junior, who's back now here for his senior season.
And what an athlete he's turned out to be, because he plays basketball. He stays healthy, and he's followed in his brother's footsteps in playing multiple sports. But Cole, I'm real excited to watch him. Cole Harris is going to be fun to watch this year.
On defense for Preston this year, they're going to be led again by the big starting middle linebacker who had led the team pretty much in tackles last year. Even had a long interception return in the game at Mountain Crest. Is that right?
At the beginning of the year,
beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're talking about Rhett Larson.
Yeah, and like I say, he's excited, ready to play. I thought he was a senior last year, and that was a surprise to me because he played so well.
Right.
He played so well. I really thought he was a class over senior, but he was an underclassman. We're glad to have him back. He's going to be a big key.
For Preston, with the loss in the state playoffs last year, they finished the season one game over 500, but making the state playoffs for the second year in a row under then second-year coach Gary Thorson was a big feather in his cap, and really something that the school, the community can find is really something to build on, having gone to the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Well, he's gaining the trust of the players and the parents, I think, and they're following his program. He's helping the underclassmen, the freshman, sophomore JV teams. They're all taking his instruction, and yeah, we're excited for him. I think he's going to be a coach for a while. And
it's interesting you say that. We'll get into that story a little bit later on in the game. But it's a kickoff of a new season, and the questions aplenty. When you start talking about a brand new year, how will things go? We know the kind of offense they'll run. Coach Thorson likes that spread offense, 4 wides, even go 5 wides at times, and he has the horses to be able to run that type of offense. He has the receivers. Tate Rawlings will see a lot of time at running back this year as well, as he will be very good. And also
Green.
Tate Green will be in there as well. And another junior stepping up from the JV ranks, Charles Iverson, the younger brother of Andrew Iverson, who was the big running back last year, should see time in the backfield as well.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's like I say, it's been a year since we've been here, but been in football. But yeah, we're excited. It's going to be great. And Preston's offensive line, I'm looking at the boys out there. We're looking big. We've got some good height and good strong thing out there. We'll see some good plays.
Yep, it ought to be good. We're looking forward to it. We'll take our first time out here. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's game. unfortunately, because of some timing issues, we're not going to have an interview this evening. We'll talk more about that and the sponsor for that interview will be coming up here during the regular season. We'll get to that as we continue on the pregame show right after this.
KACH. The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home cost $5,000. And endings were hard labor earning $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com. Pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now at Stokes Market.
Pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds and Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency, offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-2500. At Rounds and Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same. Our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds and Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500 or drop by the office, 85 South State Street in Preston.
KACH.
Well, as you heard there a moment ago, we want to thank our friends at Rounds and Associates Insurance Agency as they come on board with us this year on the broadcast, and they're kind enough to sponsor our coaches' interviews for this season. But fortunately, as we mentioned before the break, because of some timing issues between Coach and myself, we were not able to get together to record an interview. But we'll make sure we have that coming up next week for the game next week at Star Valley, as the Indians will travel to Afton, Wyoming next week. But tonight we're here in Shelley. John, you've seen Shelley play football a couple of times. I have not. I've only seen him on the basketball court in the 2 years I've been in town. What do you remember about the Shelley Russets and on the football field?
Well, Josh Wells, the head coach, is a well-known coach in the state of Idaho. He's been around for quite a while, and the teams that I remember seeing and that I've read is the fact that they run the ball quite a bit. They have a strong line. He's a power runner. He likes to run the ball, but he's not afraid to throw in an extra exciting play. Down the field, he'll throw deep. They will throw deep, but they're mostly a running team, I would think. I think we'll see probably about 60-65% runs.
And for Preston, that will almost kind of play into their hand a little bit. They're pretty good size on the defensive line, and they got that big guy in the middle in Rhett Larson to help stuff the running game.
Right, and that's gonna be a key. That's what might mix up the plays a little bit more, is if they can't get through our defensive line.
So we'll take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll talk about the keys to tonight's game. But tonight, we want to thank again our friends at Rounds and Associates Insurance Agency, offering many options for all your insurance coverage needs. So stop in and see them. They're at 85 South State Street in Preston. Come in and get your competitive quote today, or you can call them at 852-2500. That's 852-2500. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1112.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For farm, auto, home health, and life from Mutual of Enumclaw, nobody cares like we do. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State, Suite A in Preston.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a team driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got team drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Team Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your team a better driver, savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-0810.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Naylor Insurance is our sponsor of our Keys to the Game feature again this year. John Slaughter, what do you think the keys to the game here will be in week one for the Preston Indians?
Well, for the Preston, actually for both teams, but especially for Preston, it's going to be first game jitters. There's going to be some we're going to have to watch. We're going to have to take care of the football and handling it, and making sure these upcoming players, that are playing varsity, are on key with handling the ball. The second thing is focusing. They're going to have to focus on the game every play. It's not going to be an easy one, so, get the boys settled down, focusing, and early success, I think, for Preston will be a big key also. Scoring on first or second possession, some type of score, whether they field goal or touchdown, that's going to be a big key.
So score early when they get the opportunity and then work from there, and hopefully things will go well. It's a big night. Remember last year on opening night, Preston lost at Maverick Stadium against Logan. Logan had a couple of games under their belt before the Indians had a chance to even get on the field.
Exactly.
So they were playing a team that was a couple of weeks seasoned in their first game, and they ended up coming up short a year ago on opening night.
Yeah.
So that's something to remember as our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto insurance through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by or call Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call 852-0810, 852-0810. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we'll get this get the season kicked off. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home. Thank you, Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right.
Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's time for Preston Indians football. The New Look Indians take the field looking to bring home a conference title and qualify for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Grounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, the Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty. They want to be your agent. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
Live on AM 1340 and FM 105.5 KACH, we welcome you to another season of Preston Indians football. As tonight the Preston Indians open up the season on the road as they head off to Shelley to face the Russets. As the captains are making their way out to center field, middle of the field, center field, is this baseball? To flip the coin. Co-captains out there for the Indians. Cole Harris will be there to call the flip. Also out there is Ethan Pearson. Trying to see other numbers out there.
24. It'll take me a minute to get to. That's Justin Inglet.
And trying to see the other one that kind of has his shirt halfway rolled up. I'm guessing, if I have to guess, it might be Brecker Knapp, who's standing back there with his shirt halfway rolled up. Preston will kick off as they won the toss and have deferred. So Shelley will get the ball first here in the first game. Preston, as we mentioned, the pregame show on the road next week as they'll travel to Star Valley, which is up in Afton, Wyoming. And 2 weeks from tonight, they'll play their first home game, as it'll be homecoming with the Bees in town for that game.
Preston has a few fans here, probably 25, 30 maybe.
Yeah, there's a few that passed us on the highway on the way up here. They kind of give us a little honk on the way.
And then, and then Shelley's got, of course, they're using the 6-foot rule for the most part, and got X's on the seats, but they're almost full, getting full.
They have a good crowd here. The last few years we've been here for basketball, they didn't draw very well for the basketball games, but they have a good number of fans here tonight for the football games. As the return team makes their way out of the field here for the Russets, going back deep for Shelley is number 6, Creighton Ball. It certainly helps if you put your roster in numerical order. They lined up at the wrong end. Shelley came out of the field first and ran into the wrong end of the field.
Preston won the toss, and they elected to kick and receive the second half. So Shelley will get the ball first, and Preston will be going left to right on the field, wearing their white and blues against an all-black jersey and pant for Shelley with red numbers. So it should be easy to find numbers.
So back deep is Creighton Ball along with Tommy Bradshaw, a junior and a senior. We'll be back there deep, and for the Indians, It is, I believe, 18, Devin Inglet back to kick it off. Here we go, and we're underway in the 2020 season.
Kick.
Line drive kick is taken there. It's taken by Creighton Ball. Nice hole up the middle, still on his feet, gets across the 40-yard line. Actually, they bring him down right at the 40-yard line, so 1st and 10 there for the Russets as they'll put it in play from the 40. Glad to have you with us here on opening night for sports here on KACH. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, it's really good to be actually out in sports and seeing it live. But that kickoff, they build a wedge right up the middle, ran up the middle. He got about 20 yards just in the wedge up the middle.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Russets. They'll start out of the shotgun as kind of in a wing formation with a man in the slot to both sides. They'll swing it out here to the near side. That's picked off his shoe tops. That was Tommy Bradshaw, able to pick that off his shoe tops and pick up the short gain.
Hunter Wright was on the tackle. And Chevy Nelson, both of them was able to get him down with about a 7-yard gain, 6-yard gain.
6-yard reception on the first play from scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and 4 here for the Russets. They'll send 2 here to split out to the left side. Men in the slot on the right side as well. They're going to that wing formation again. They'll give it off inside as the handoff goes to number 42. It'll take me a second because you have to look up and down the roster because it didn't put them in numerical order. That's Braden Johnson with the carry.
Braden Johnson on the run.
I didn't see the tackle. I was looking for the number of the runner.
Pick up a couple of yards. 3rd down and short. 3rd down and a couple here. Right in the middle of the field, just over the 50-yard line. Handoff inside. Boy, he's stacked up immediately. Didn't get there, and they push him back.
Yeah, he's about a yard short.
That's Braden Johnson. No gain on the carry. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Good stop by the defensive line there as they plugged up that middle as the linebackers came up and helped out. So that was Charles Iverson and.
So they're going to go for it on 4th down, it would
Justin
appear.
Inglet.
They're going for it. Let's let hear it.
Quarterback trying to split people out wide.
Quarterback keep them expecting.
Kind of up close. Whoop! Squirts out of the quarterback's hands. I don't think he got there. He missed. Had the ball squirt out of his hands and go up in the air. He had to wait for it to come back down and then try to scramble for it. And let's see. They unpile.
They're looks like he got it according to the ball placement.
And now they want to measure as the officials want to bring the chains in.
The ball is exactly 1 foot, 1 ball length over the the 49-yard line, 40 just beyond the 49-yard line, and it looks like the marker's on the other side of it.
So we're going to have our first measurement of the year as they bring in the chains.
Nope.
And nope, they're going to be short. They're about a length of the football short, so Preston holds on the 4th down play.
So good defensive showing for the first series for our defense, for the Preston defense, as they were able to stop them on 4th and 1. It'll turn it over and be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and down for the Indians as the offense will come back out. The Indian offense led by junior quarterback Brecker Knapp. They'll send trips right, single receiver left. Out of the shotgun, fakes, wants to go deep up the sidelines. He's got a man open, but he overthrows Cole Harris.
Cole Harris was Cole Harris looked back before the throw, and it slowed him down a little bit, and that ball went about 10 yards over his head, or ahead of him.
So the incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Tonight's game brought to you in part by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley with Ford, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, Dodge trucks, all available right here in the city of Preston. They'll kind of flip it around the other way. They'll go twins left, man in motion left. They throw underneath. It's caught. but he's hit almost immediately. Probably actually going to end up losing a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, the slot man didn't go forward. He stepped back, and it was a quick pass to him as the motion man went out around him. But it was a quick pass to him, but they read it all the way. Stopped him 3 yards short of the goal, or the down marker.
So it's 3rd down and long in here now for the Indians. 3rd down, and officially we'll call it 12. As let's see, they're going to send Harris here to the left. Tate Rawlings comes left, lines in the slot. Single running back lines up on the right shoulder of Knapp. Now he flips him over to the left side. Shotgun snap. Now throw, and Harris again can't get to it. It's over his head. Actually goes out of bounds. And it brings up 4th down and 13.
Yeah, two long passes to Harris, and both of them overthrown. And that was a little bit too close to the sideline there for Harris to get to it. So it'll be 4th down and 13 or 12.
So to bring up a punting situation, Justin Inglet will come in to punt. Single receiver way back deep, standing almost at his 10-yard line as Inglet kind of punches it over here near the sideline. It hits about the 27 and bounces out of bounds. So that's where the Russets will come up, and they'll get their second possession here after getting stopped on the 4th down play in their first possession. We're scoreless with 9:23 left here in the first quarter. So the offense here comes back out of the field for the Russets.
We thought the ball went out about 27, but they're going to put it right on the 25-yard line. So maybe my bad angle up here from up here.
1st and 10, Russets.
Trace Jensen is the quarterback. They list him as a wide receiver and a defensive back, but he's a quarterback. Full house backfield. He's got men on both sides of him. Single receiver outright. Throws underneath. It's caught there by the man in the slot. He's hit almost immediately and stacked up, and they bring down. The receiver was Tommy Bradshaw.
A gain of about a yard.
They're going to give him 2.
Stetson Osler was in on the play, on the tackle.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Over on the right hash mark. Man in the slot to the right. Single receiver also to the right. Inside handoff is, again, stacked up almost immediately. Good work by the Indian defensive line. Very short gain, if any.
Run up the middle. Yard and a half. Brings up
Gets maybe a yard on the run. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Clock runs with just a little over 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2 receivers left, full house backfield, and penalty flags right at the inception of the play.
I think it's a motion play.
Oh, the referee tonight is going to be offsides against the Indians. That's going to be 5 yards and bring up 3rd down and short.
There was movement in the backfield, but I didn't see the line move, but that's not saying they didn't. But
so now all of a sudden it's 3rd down and call it a long 2. They need to get right to the 35-yard line. Single receiver left, man in the slot left. Single setback as well. Looking, throwing across the middle. It's caught. 1st down yardage up to the 40-yard line.
Got an extra 5 yards as as about an 8-yard gain as a wide out come right into the middle. Nice pass over the middle by the quarterback.
10 advance on the reception.
He said 10 advance. 84. Cannon Vance. Sorry. He's trying to find names on this roster that aren't in alphabetical order.
Or numerical order.
Yeah, that too. Spins out of there, wants to look, rolls right, throws underneath, gets caught, steps out of bounds. Short of the first down, it'd be a gain of about 8 as a reception made by Creighton Ball.
Was it Creighton Ball or Josh Gill? It was Josh Gill.
Was it Gill? I thought it was 6.
Yeah, Joshua Gill caught that.
Trace Jensen on the throw.
Shelley's having success moving the ball now. That's their second first down.
So second down and short. They'll hand it off this time. Big hole, turns the corner, and he's gone. The inside handoff, and it runs for the touchdown.
Yeah,
it's going to be a 52-yard scoring run.
They had the pulling guard from the right come over, and he just took the extra man. We were on the weak side defense, and they come over and found that hole, and it just opened up, and he went through like a bolt of lightning, fast.
Skylar Robson with the run and the touchdown for 52 yards.
Skylar Robinson for the run. Way to go, Skylar.
I got to tell you, I was at the freshman game a little bit yesterday, and the Russets able to do that several times in the first quarter, break off big runs for touchdowns. On to try the extra point. Snap, spot, it is up, and it is off the goalpost. It's no good. He clangs it off the left upright. So with 6:57 left here in the first quarter, Russets break on top. They lead by a score of 6-0. We'll be right back.
KACH, my local radio.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Well, the Russets go 75 yards for the score as they draw first blood here this evening. They break on top. The extra point, however, clangs off the left upright, and it's 6-0.
Skylar Robinson has, for your information, 54-yard touchdown.
They started out on their 25 and moved the ball well on short gains, and then it blew a big one open in that final down.
The PA announcer just called it a 54-yard touchdown when the ball was spotted on the 48.
Maybe he's counting the 10 yards in the end zone. He ran out of the end zone. I don't know.
So they're going to kick off as, somebody's a little late coming out for the kickoff. So having to wait for him, and the officials giving him a little extra time here in the first game, not calling a delay of game penalty right off the bat. Cole Harris back deep for the Indians. However, it's going to come here on the near side. That'll come to Chevy Nelson. Nelson tries to cut back up the middle, slips as he gets across the 30-yard line, falls forward to the 32.
Yeah, he lost his footing there just a little bit and had to lean forward, and it slowed him down. They were able to catch up to him, but he could have had a big hole there. That was a good run back by Charles Iverson.
So 1st and 10, they actually put the ball down just over the 30-yard line where his knee touched down. So it'll be 1st and 10, call it the 30-yard line for the Indians. Iverson, the lone setback, lines up on the right shoulder of Knapp. As Knapp under center this time. As gives it to Iverson.
Yeah,
and he gets about a yard.
That wasn't a very well disguised play. That looked like a run all the way as the man in motion set back over, going sideways. Looked straight up the middle.
Give him one, so it's 2nd down and 9 here for the Indians. Twin receivers right, man in motion comes back left. Whoops, a little inside handoff.
I believe that was Iverson.
Off the jet sweep as they do give it to Iverson again.
Yeah, that was Iverson up the middle. Gain of 4.
Iverson gets 4, gets the ball up to the 35-yard line. Just short of the 35, they got to get over the 40, so call it 6 yards here on the 3rd down. They're going to line up with 3 men in the pass formation to the right. Single receiver left this time. Tate Green is split out to the left. Knapp rolling right, looking right, wants to throw, throws underneath, caught there by Harris, gets near the 40.
It's a first down.
And it should be enough for a first down. As they knock him out of bounds, the official on this side standing right about the 41. Nope, they placed it at the 42, so call it a gain of 7 on the play and a first down.
Ethan Pearson, the left tackle, held up his man just long enough to get that ball to Cole Harris, so it was a good job by Ethan Pearson.
Knapp wants to back out from under center momentarily, looks back over to the sidelines where the coaches are signaling in the plays. Single receiver to each side, man in the slot to each side as well. Toss to Iverson coming around to the left side. Tries to get the corner, and he's stacked up and pushed back to the 40-yard line. He'll lose a couple on the play.
Yeah, their defensive line just went student body left or student body right, and they just stacked him up right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd down and 10 now here for the Indians. Iverson will again stay in the backfield. He'll line up on Knapp's right shoulder. Trips right here for the Indians. Knapp rolling right, throwing right. Harris wide open. He's got the ball and he's gone.
He could go all the way.
No one's going to catch him, and that's going to be a 57-yard touchdown pass.
Knapp on the throw.
So Cole Harris with the catch and run. He got behind the defense and was gone. 57 for the score.
That was a nice play, nice cross pattern by the outside receivers as they crossed. And Cole hooked around. He was lined up in the slot. He hooked around the wide receiver. That's blocked.
And the point after attempt is blocked. So we're tied at 6 with 4:51 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Tied at 6. 4:51 left here in the first quarter.
Both teams finding success in the first quarter here as they each scored a touchdown. One Shelley by run and Preston by a pass.
Devin England on to kick the ball back into play here for the Indians. As he comes up on the approach, little pooch kick comes over to the near side this time. As that's going to be taken by the receiver. He's going to go around the far side, gets around for one man, breaks a tackle, gets across the 35, falls forward to the 36-yard line.
Tommy Bradshaw was the receiver.
Tommy Bradshaw on the has the reception on the kick and brings it back up. They're going to mark it at the 36. Make it the 37 by the time they put it down. 1st and 10 for the Russets. So good ball movement on the drive by the Indians and then hit the long pass.
Yeah, both teams going short there for the first couple of series there, and then both of them get a deep play.
After Scott Dunn broke his arm, Cole Harris became the deep threat last year, and then the quarterback Ty Hyde, he was able to hit his cousin many times for long gains, as Brecker Knapp did at that time here in the first quarter. Getting around the corner as the rusher is Brandon Johnson, and he's ridden out of bounds as
Charles Iverson grabbed him, pulled him out of bounds, and took him down.
We got a whistle and flag behind the play, way back at the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a chop block called against the Russets. That play's going to come back. It's lucky because when Iverson came over and brought the Johnson down on the ball carrier, I thought maybe he got him by the face mask by the way his head kind of turned around.
Well, I thought it was close to a collar, horse collar too, because he grabbed him and spun, but I guess he had the outside pads and spun him around and threw him down, so unnecessary roughness could have been called too.
So the chop block is going to move the ball back. It'll be first down again here. 1st and 15, as this is going to be a big penalty.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
On the first flag of the night against the Russets. So 1st and 25 here for Shelley. Brings up a sure passing situation now. They have men in the slot and a single running back. They're going to go to the run. Johnson coming around the left side is hit and brought down. As coming up to make the first contact was Tate Rawlings.
Tate Rawlings and Osler were on the play. Stetson Osler.
So Johnson gets some of that yardage back. Called a gain of 7. That'll move the ball up to the 29-yard line. Still second down and long. 2nd and 19. They'll go twin receivers left this time. Man in the slot on the right side. They'll give the ball to Johnson. He wants to go right. Strung out pretty well. Tries to cut it back up. Iverson makes the first contact, and then several other white-shirted Indians come over and bring him down. But it's still going to be a short gain as he gets across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, still pretty good gain of 7 yards, but short of the original line of scrimmage. For when they start, so it'll be 3rd and about 11.
So 3rd down and long. Kind of cross up the defense a little bit, and what looked like sure passing situations, they run and get pretty good yardage with Johnson on two straight carries.
Yeah, he's a good runner, and he cuts up the field real quick. Now he's in motion.
Man comes back in motion. They give it to the motion man coming around the left side. As getting around the corner, but he can't get it fully around the corner.
Chevy
Nelson there to make the first contact and drags him down. So it's going to bring up 4th down and long, although he still gets about 7 yards on the carry.
So their average per play this last 3 times, they might go for it. Nope, they're going to kick.
Joshua Gill on the carry. And they're going to punt again. So
Hunter Wright deep for the Indians.
It'll be the second punting situation of the night here for the Russets. And they're having some personnel problems. The head coach down there yelling and screaming that the right personnel are not running out for the special teams. They had the same problem on the kickoff a few moments ago, the kick return, I should say, a few moments ago. And some of the members of the punt team a little late getting out there as well. And to the point where it's going to cost them a timeout.
Coach is a little upset. He's calling for the team to come to the sideline.
2:14 left in the quarter. 6-6 is the score. We'll be right back.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
So it's 4th down and 5 for the Russets in a punting situation. As going back deep to receive the punt here for the Indians is Chevy Nelson, number 11.
Yeah, they changed. Brought Hunter Wright up. Chevy Nelson's deep.
As the punt
bad kick.
Off the side of his foot. It's going to bounce toward the Preston sidelines and roll dead at about the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Indians as they'll get the possession here for the third time here in the first quarter, this time with 2:03 to play in the quarter, and the game's tied at 6. So good start for the Indians. They hit on a big pass after being stopped in their first possession.
Yep, they came from behind, having with Shelley being the first ones to score. That's kind of tough. That can either build you up or break you down, and that really helped to score on that play.
Out of the shotgun, Knapp, little quarterback draw, runs forward, gets a first down as he drives across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
It was a good fake. It was he was back, took the ball in the shotgun, faked the handoff, and then ran it up the left side by himself.
He sold it well. If you watch Knapp, when he gets ready to throw, he'll dip that left shoulder. And on the fake, he even dipped the shoulder and really sold it well. And it opened up an alley for him right up the middle. Wants to throw again. Now he's got a scramble, running away from a pair of black shirts. Tucks it down, tries to get around the corner, gets ahead, and gets across the midfield stripe. They're going to mark it right short of the midfield stripe now, it looks like.
Gain of about 2 then, because they're going to mark it just above the 49.
Called a gain of 2.5 on the scramble this time for Brecker.
It was kind of a busted play. He didn't get a chance to get the ball off. It was a intended pass. He had plenty of players downfield, but couldn't get the ball off. He was pursued really hard by the defensive from Shelley.
Clock stops with 1:37 to play in the quarter. And 2nd down and 8. From the right hash. Man in motion is Iverson back here to the near side. They tried to throw it outside to Harris, and the defensive lineman's got him by the arm.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I thought he was putting that in the man in motion there, going out to the right, out in the flat.
It was like a little man in motion screen, and the defensive lineman reached out and grabbed Harris by the right arm. No call, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. It's only a penalty if they call it, right?
That's true. It only counts as a penalty.
So 3rd and 8. They'll go trips left this time. Single receiver right. Lone setback in the backfield with Knapp on his right shoulder.
He's going nowhere.
He's going nowhere. It'll be a big loss as the handoff was to Iverson, number 15, and he threw him way back.
Yeah, it was kind of a bad handoff. Brecker Knapp had to reach out to get the ball to him because Iverson was too far ahead of him, so it was kind of a slow movement, and by then the defense was there to pick him off.
They're going to give him forward progress to the 45-yard line. We got a late flag on the play, which is the mark for forward progress to the 45 is generous enough. Personal foul against the Indians is the preliminary signal.
Those are the penalties that hurt you the most, the personal foul things, because coaches don't know, what caused it. There's no way to correct it.
And apparently it's going to be after the play because they went from where they spotted the ball 15 yards, late hit after the play. So it ends up, including the penalty, ends up a 20-yard loss for the Indians.
Right.
It will now be 3rd down and a very long.
3rd down and from the driving distance from here to Preston.
Just about. Just about.
4th down, ball spotted all the way back at their 30-yard line.
Well, they're going to punt it 3rd, so maybe it is 4th.
It is 4th down because the penalty was after the play, so
good kick.
Costing the play. Good kick, pushes the receiver all the way back to the 30, breaks several tackles, and then runs right into a man and knocking him back about 6 yards. It was Tate Rawlings on the hit. Wow,
nice hit by that. But how he caught the ball and ran through three Preston defenders. That was unbelievable. Broke right through him.
So 1st and 10 with 1:11 to play here in the first quarter. The rest of it's come back out on the field. They spot the ball right at the 40-yard line. What a hit by Tate Rawlings. Wow.
He's not a very big guy, but boy, he can play. He loves to play. He loves the game.
He had a full head of steam, too.
Yeah.
Inside handoff. Johnson runs into a man.
Nope, that was Ivers.
Sticking his nose right in there. Chevy
Nelson on the play.
Makes the play. Also, Rhett Larson there on the stop. Gain of 5 on the play for Johnson. Gets the ball up to the 45-yard line. Clock runs. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Russets finally break the huddle. Likely this will be the last play of the quarter. As they'll fake. Rolling deep. Right, wants to throw underneath, and it's caught and rolls out of bounds over on the far sideline. That'll be good enough for a first down, as that'll be about a 7-yard catch as the throw underneath.
Still have 21 seconds left on the clock.
Goes to Joshua Gill on the reception.
Jensen on the throw.
Jensen with a 7-yard reception. Now, once they spot the ball, it does start the clock again. We're inside 10 seconds. They run up to the line like they want to try to get the snap off, but I don't think they're going to. 3, 2, 1, and nope, there's the horn. So not get the play off, and we are done with one quarter. It's Preston 6, Shelley 6 after 1. We'll be right back for quarter number 2.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com. At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
KACH.
We'll start the second quarter. Teams will flip ends. It'll be a first down play coming up here for the Russets to start the second quarter in a 6-6 tie. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter. And we have a new cameraman this year. I'll tell you about that in just a second. As a handoff going left, trying to get around the corner. As finally somebody was able to get him by the shoestrings and bring him down.
Yeah, gain of about 7 on the carry as it was slant left.
Got 6 yards, second down and 4.
As there it is, Skylar Robinson on the carry. Gained 6 on the play. Robinson, of course, had the 52-yard scoring play in the first quarter. So second down and about 4. Twin receivers right here for the Russets. They want to throw back right. It's caught underneath as making the catch and tippy-toeing up the sidelines and finally ridden out of bounds is Tommy Bradshaw. And that should be good enough for first down distance on the play as he was able to use the stiff arm and break the first initial tackle and get the first down.
Yeah, just a short pass out to the right. They were able to get him down along the sideline, gain an extra 5-6 yards.
So first and 10.
Looks like they got Robinson in the backfield again.
Ball to 36. Robinson the lone setback. 2 receivers left, single receiver right for the Russets. Receiver goes in motion. They give it to him. And immediately coming right through to grab the ball carrier is Tate Rawlings and slams him down.
Tate Rawlings, great tackle. He read that all the way. He's the middle linebacker coming in, and he's following the guy in motion, and he just stepped in through the line and grabbed him in the backfield. Great play by Tate.
Tanner Hurd, the ball carrier, number 2. On the little flanker sweep. Lost about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 14. Man in motion again. Wants to throw this time.
Going deep.
Rolling right. Looking. Throws underneath. It's caught. And up to the 25. Over the 25 to the 24. Good enough for another first down.
Yeah, they had two wide receivers going deep, and they were crossing out in the middle. I thought for sure it was going to be a deep one with him rolling out, but he caught the running back coming from the backfield in right in the flat. So, nice play.
Caden Kidman, the receiver. First and 10 again.
Russett's moving the ball on the Indians.
Inside handoff. I believe that's Johnson, gets across the 20 for he's finally stacked up by several members of the Indian defense.
Iverson there. Justin Inglet there.
I take it back. That was not Johnson. That was Josh Gill, 28.
7 yards. 6 yards, excuse me.
6 yards on the play.
Second down and 4.
Bring up second down and 4. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Webb Funeral Home, as is the second quarter. Webb Funeral Home, of course, located here in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. Handoff, that is Johnson this time. Off left tackle. Breaks a tackle, falls forward. Gets up to about the 10-yard line. That'll be good enough for another first down again.
First down, and he almost broke that middle again, going right up the middle.
Took a pretty good pop once he got into the second level, and that's what eventually stopped him.
Right. With Green and Tate Rollins.
So first and 10. They got to go the entire length of the 10 yards here to score the touchdown. Wanting to throw, looking down the middle. A little screen comes to Johnson. Johnson runs up the middle, and he's going to go untouched for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice play. That screen came totally undeveloped by Preston. Didn't see that coming at all as they went out, and sure enough, a nice little screen pass. Plenty of blockers in front of him to get him into the end zone.
So Braden Johnson now with a touchdown run and a touchdown catch tonight. And it's 12-6. And then they'll try to kick the extra point here again. Spot kick up this time, and it is good. So they add the extra point. Russett's lead 13-6, 8:36 left here before halftime. We'll take a timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH. KACH.
Indians trailing 13-6. You get a look at the scoreboard. We mentioned our new cameraman, John, and we should probably identify him.
Yeah, he's new. He's never done this before, but a familiar face, though, I think.
And so far, so good. He's done a pretty good job. Our new cameraman for games this year is the former play-by-play voice for the Preston Indians, Mr. Alan White.
Mr. Alan, good to have him. Brings back memories.
The look he just gave you, I'm not sure he wants to remember some of those.
Oh, Alan.
So the Russett's kickoff team a little slow getting out on the field here, and they'll kick off again here now with a 7-point advantage, 13-6.
Yeah, I really thought Alan was just hitchhiking a ride up here, but...
I know what he's saying. I should have stayed home. It's got to be a rerun of something on I could watch. So here's the kick. little line drive kick that's going to bounce over toward the far sidelines where it's going to be picked up. As, going high up and over a man, gets his feet cut out from under him. As that 11 Chevy Nelson.
Chevy Nelson, yeah, he went airborne on that hit.
Chevy Nelson on the return.
So Nelson went about 5 yards, 3 of those in the air. Lands at the 25 where they spot the ball.
So I thought it was close enough to sideline that it'd probably go out of bounds and put it out on the 35-yard line. But yeah, he must have had a lot of room. Chevy
must have thought it wasn't quite going to make it, so he's better off picking it up. He got up to the 25. Inside handoff. A little reverse action this time for the Indians as running the ball up the middle. It gets stacked up there.
Maybe a yard.
It's maybe a yard. Trying to figure who comes out the bottom of the pile. That is 32. That's Tate Rawlings.
Yeah, he didn't have much room. Once he cut upfield, there was nothing but a black wall in front of him.
That little misdirection inside handoff, he learned that from watching Minico all those times last year.
Yeah.
As in around this time as they give it to Cole Harris. Harris gets across the 40 up to about the 41.
Good run by Cole as he was able to get around the corner. Gain of about 6.
Picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
So 3rd down and 5 here for the Indians as they go twins to each side. Single setback in the backfield. Knapp now is going to come running over to get some sort of signal from the coaching staff. Now come back as he line up in the shotgun. As they go on first sound and they jump offside.
I wonder if that was designed to bring the defense off, because he went in and he whispered into the receiver out there's ear, then stepped back into position and went down, and that's when the center or the right guard or left guard jumped off sides.
Yeah, came in the good hard count, got the offside penalty. That'll move the ball 5 yards, give him a first down. That's the second flag of the night against the Russets for 20 yards total. So another first down here for the Indians. Clock runs 7:10 to play here in the first half. Russets on top, 13-6.
They've each had 2 15-yard penalties. Then Russets gained the extra 5 right there, or lost an extra 5.
Harris, fake handoff to Harris. They're going to throw deep as it's going to be too long this time, as Tate Green, the intended receiver.
Pass, roll over thrown.
Brecker's got to learn his distance just a little bit. There's receivers because Tate Green ran good 35 yards out there, but still missed a little bit. Brecker's got a stronger arm than I thought.
So 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 6:56 to play in the half. Harris in motion from his slot on the left side. They throw underneath. That's underneath to Nelson as he's going to be cut down, gets across the 50-yard line, and a penalty flag at the end of the play.
I think it's interference. It's going to call it on the sideline.
Well, it did result in first down. We'll see what Shelley brings.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning, yep, exactly.
Yeah, the official was trying to run downfield with the play as the offensive line backs up to pass protect, and he's running down the field. He runs right into the guy with the headphones in down there.
So no penalty, just a warning against the sidelines. The play will stand. It's a 13-yard pitch and catch for the Indians. Twin receivers right. Rawlings out of the backfield right. They pitch it out to him. He gets around the corner, still on his feet. Dives across the 40 and has another first down.
He had a good juke and jive over there on that far side as he went around that defensive end over there and was able to get upfield about 10 yards.
Rawlings on the catch.
Good enough for another first down on back-to-back plays. Knapp over 100 yards passing in the first half. 6:04 to play in the half as they spot the ball and now start the clock again. Twin receivers to each side. Rawlings remains in the game at the running back spot. Man in motion. They fake it to him. Throw underneath. Low throw as they tried to get it underneath to 82. Tyler Linhart, brother. I'm sorry. So the incomplete pass will stop the clock. 2nd and 10.
You don't see very many of those underthrown by Brecker.
Just got it a little bit too low and not able to bring it in. Tonight's game brought to you in part by our friends at Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery, deli items, and now fresh sushi daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. 2nd down and 10. Inside handoff. Rawlings goes off the right side. On his feet, breaks 2 tackles, puts his head down, and now gets up across the 30.
I think it's going to be just short of the first because they're not stopping the clock.
Preston's going to go hurry up. Going to be a gain of 9. 3rd down and 1 for Rawlings on the 9-yard carry. And now Knapp gets under center, backs off, says something to Rawlings. Now goes back under center again. Give it to Tate. Straight ahead. Hit. Stacked up. And then grabbed from behind and bulldog backwards.
Yeah, he got in and was stacked up. Right there at the line of scrimmage, so he's going to be short.
Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just loses a little bit. Either way, it's going to be 4th and a yard. And I don't see Knapp out on the field. They're going to go for it. Brecker ran over the sidelines to talk to the coaches, so they're going to go for it with 4th and 1. Just under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Rawlings stays in the backfield.
Chevy Nelson wide.
3 receivers to the right side. Knapp going to roll right, throws underneath.
Got the first down.
Close to the first down yardage. Looks like they have it as the throw underneath is complete to Hunter Wright.
Run around the right side, results in a first down. Injury.
Still plenty of time. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second quarter.
So now they'll kind of slow it down a little bit. Brecker will line up in the shotgun. They'll empty the backfield this time, so 5 receivers into the pattern.
Cole in the slot on the left.
Out of the shotgun. Knapp looking, throws deep down the middle. There's Harris. He's got a touchdown.
Nice play. Cole just stepped in, saw his man. His man was about 10 feet off of him, went in, faked right, went left into the end zone, and nice pass by Brecker.
Harris with his 2nd touchdown catch of the night. Four catches, 89 yards in the first half for Cole Harris. Preston will go ahead. They'll try to go for 2 here. They trail by a point, 13-12. They'll go for 2. Fake handoff. Throws out near to the far side. That is incomplete.
Yeah.
Tried to get it to Hunter Wright.
And it was just in front of him. Couldn't handle it.
So there you get a look at the scoreboard. 4:25 left here in the first quarter, 13-12. Russett's on top. We'll be right back.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We want to welcome our friends at Naylor Insurance back with us here on coverage of Preston Indians athletics here for another year. As you get a look at some of the fine folks from Preston who made the drive over here to Shelley on this Friday evening. As the 2-point conversion failed, Preston trails 13-12 with 4:25 left here in the first half. As Devin Inglet will get ready to kick here again for the Indians. Very pleasant night here in Shelley. Now the sun going down to our backs as Inglet drives it down the middle. That's going to come down to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's going to bring it forward, kind of cut left, puts his head down, runs over a man, but there to make the tackle.
Stetson Osler made the tackle.
Stetson Osler with the good hit. Stuck his head right into the middle of the play and brought down the ball carrier.
35-yard line.
So ball up to the 35-yard line. That's where the Russets will put it back into play. Next week, 7 o'clock kickoff as we will be in Afton, Wyoming. The Indians will face the first of 2 state champions they have on their schedule this year in Star Valley. Fake handoff, rolling right, looking down the middle. He's got a man, and it is dropped.
Just off the fingertips of
Creighton Ball,
the
intended receiver.
And he's not a very big guy, but boy, he stretched out for it. It's good, but the coverage was actually pretty good. We were just about a half a step behind him, but yeah, that was a good throw, good pass, good attempt.
The little diminutive senior, as running step for step with him was Tate Green. As when Ball dove to try to make the catch, when he hit the ground, the ball popped out. So 2nd and 10. Going to go kind of out of a bunch formation here as the handoff. It's coming here to the near side and being thrown down from behind as the Charles Iverson gets a hold of Braden Johnson and throws him down. No gain on the play. So it's 3rd down and 10. 3:45 to play. Preston can hold him here. They'll get the ball back still with a couple of minutes and plenty of time to do something before halftime. If they can hold him here on 3rd down and then get off the field at 4th down. They're going to go 3 receivers right. Single running back in the backfield. Handoff, Johnson straight ahead, breaks up several tackles, still on his feet, right up near the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a gain of 9.5 or 10 yards. And let's see, they're going to move the chains or not?
Yeah.
Yes, it is, 1st down.
Yeah, their offensive line just took Corbin. What's his last? Corbin Windward out of the play there. He had a good beat on him, but their lineman took him right out of the play. That's why we got that open door there.
So 1st and 10. Looking, little flip under the middle, across the middle, incomplete. Tried to get it to Tommy Bradshaw.
Played a little too far for Tommy. Results in incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
So Tice Jensen kind of took something off of it, but then lost the direction on it, threw it a little bit too far out in front of Bradshaw, and he couldn't quite get to it.
Yeah, both quarterbacks are struggling just a little bit on their passing. They're both about 50% right now.
2nd and 10. Jensen wants to throw underneath. This time he does find Bradshaw. Breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Gets up to the 47-yard line. That'd be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Devin England was the first man to touch him, but tripped him up a little bit, which helped. But he broke his tackle. Stepped out of his foothold.
3rd catch of the game for Bradshaw. Johnson comes off on the 3rd down and 5 play coming up here. 2:17 to play here in the 1st half. As the Russets moving the ball again here pretty well in the closing moments of the half number 1. Jensen out of the shotgun, wants the snap. Gets it, hands it off. As running up to about the 45 is finally pit and pushed back as the ball carrier Gill.
Devin England on the tackle. Grabbed him by both ankles, brought him down.
Gill gets 3 on the play. It'll be a 4th down play again here. 4th down and 2 coming up. As
they don't want to turn the ball over on a punt, so they're going to go for it.
Going for it.
Well, the backup tight ends, Braden Swenson, number 40, brings in the play.
It's going to be Skyler up the middle.
Timeout called here again by the Shelley Russets. 1:26 to play. Shelley leads by a point. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Week 2 of the season will see the Preston Indians traveling to Afton, Wyoming, and a date with the Star Valley Braves. This will be a tough matchup for the Indians, as the Braves are the first of 2 defending state champions that Preston will face in their schedule this year. Catch the game live with the pregame show at 6:30 and the kickoff at 7 p.m. on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and live on mylocalradio.com.
KACH.
So next week, a state champion in Star Valley at Afton. The other one comes up in a couple of weeks after that. That's against Sugar Salem. They were a state champion last year as well here in the state of Idaho. They'll be at Preston High School coming up in a few weeks. Spins, fakes the handoff, wants to roll, still has the ball, still on his feet, runs out of bounds at the 39. Good for the first down. Jensen.
Chase Jensen.
A little fancy footwork, picks up another first down.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to throw, but it looked to me like he was going to run the whole way, but kept looking downfield. That was a big down for the Russets, with it being 4th and 2.
First down stops the clock, 1:20 to play in the half. Twin receivers to the left. Receiver in the slot right. Now having to scramble to get out of his way, get away with his life, and the pass falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Bradshaw, and it was
Tate Rollins
trying to chase the quarterback down.
And he almost had him.
So 2nd and 10. Again, the incomplete pass stops the clock. 1:15 left in the first half. Three-4 defense here by the Indians. They also suck the cornerbacks up a bit as the handoff comes to Johnson around the right side. Puts his shoulder down, runs over a man, picks up some positive yardage. Gets across the 35 to the 33, I believe, is where they're going to mark that down. That'll be a gain of about 7 yards.
Josh Reed was able to push him out of bounds before the first down.
6 yards, brings up 3rd down and a long 4.
3rd down and 4 here. Again, Johnson with a good job to get out of bounds. Stops the clock again with 1:10 left. They're going to go, boy, they're really going to stack the left side of the formation here. They give it to Johnson straight ahead, however. Puts his head down right in the middle of the scrum. In fact, it becomes like a rugby scrum as everybody just pushes forward, and Johnson picks up another first down.
Results in a Shelley first down.
Spot the ball this time up to the 28-yard line.
You know what's been impressive this first half is there hasn't been any turnovers.
True. Fake to Johnson.
First game.
Spins out, rolling right, looking. Now wants to tuck it down, steps out of bounds as he gets to the 25. Actually going to mark him short of the 25, up to the 27. Steps out of bounds with 40 seconds left. He'll gain a couple on the scramble. Give him 1 officially, 2nd down and 9. But they can draw up something here with the clock stopped with 40 seconds left.
2nd down and 9.
You know, they've run the ball now 4 or 5 times in a row. It's about time to look for something
short pass.
So something deep down one of the hash marks to Bradshaw here. You kind of keep an eye on where he lines up. Dustin LaFontaine comes in. As looking, throws underneath. Has
nice
hit just as he makes the catch. And they're going to call a timeout. Yes, they do.
That was by number 11. That was by Chevy Nelson, who put the stop on him on that one.
That was Braden Swinson, the backup tight end we mentioned a moment ago, with the catch. And then takes a pretty good pop and goes down. I want to remind you that coming up at halftime, it will be our halftime report brought to you by Ralph's Construction, as we want to welcome Ralph's Construction back with us again, as they were last year, for sponsors of our halftime report. And when the first half is over, we'll take a break, come back, we'll talk a little bit about the first half. It's been an entertaining first half for the first game of the year, with the Russets leading by a point at 13-12.
A well played first half.
I think you hit on it, too, with no turnovers. You know, you get teams like this, who, especially in this COVID era where they can't really scrimmage against another school.
Right.
To not make any mistakes, physical mistakes, and still be able to put points on the board. That helps a lot.
Third down and 6.
So go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say both teams each scoring twice in this first half.
Third down and 6. Both of Preston's touchdowns coming on long passes to Cole Harris. Fake handoff. Steps up. Throws across the middle. And there was that pass that we talked about, trying to get it across the middle. And great defense back in the backfield as Hunter Wright tipped the ball away.
Yeah, Hunter Wright got there just at the right time. I mean, it was touch ball hit right then. Bang, bang play right there.
Fourth down.
Brandon Fielding, the junior, the intended receiver. Brandon Swanson brings the play in here on fourth down. Fourth and call it 7. Twin receivers right, single setback, man in motion coming back here to the right. Again, he's going to roll right, throws underneath, too far out in front of him, out in front of the intended receiver, as it'll be a turnover on downs for the second time tonight. They tried to get the ball to Turner Hurd, the senior, but the bad pass, and Preston's going to get the ball back with 24 seconds left here in the first half.
Good news, bad news. We do get the ball back before the half, but with only 24 seconds left.
Right.
And a long ways to go, right?
A long ways to go, but you know we do have one trick card in our pocket. His number is 81, Cole Harris.
Well, they've got 3 speedsters out here to the left.
They empty the backfield. 5 receivers into the pattern. They go to Harris. He's got it along the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds up to the 45 of the Russets.
The thing of it is, that was only a 6-second play. So we've got 18.2 seconds to go.
That's a 30-yard pass play.
Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming in. All 3 speedsters out there.
109 yards receiving unofficially in the first half for Harris. 18 seconds left. As Knapp staring over, now wants a timeout.
Yeah, they couldn't quite get the play in.
So a timeout called by the Indians. We'll keep it here with just 18 seconds left on the clock. We want to thank our friends at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest for making this broadcast possible. Whatever you need for your car, if your car is making a ping, a bang, or a tick, Preston Auto Parts is your only stop that you need to plan on. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts, 17 South State, right here in Preston. Want to remind folks that we started a new promotion on the radio station this week, the Preston Money Magnet Contest. Be looking around town, you'll find our money magnets with our logo on it. Also has a Preston Indian and Westside Pirate logo on it. Find that every morning just after 7 o'clock. I call out the 4-digit number. If that 4-digit number is on your magnet, you'll win the pot of the day. On Monday, the pot will be worth $130.
Wow.
If nobody wins, it'll go up $5 a day until somebody does. Val doesn't know. I found his wallet. Here we go. Out of the shotgun. Knapp gets away from one man. Pulls the ball down, wants to throw, and it's almost intercepted.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get enough. Brecker couldn't quite get enough on it as he broke down the sideline, threw it at the last second down the sideline. But it was just a little bit short of the intended receiver,
Chevy Nelson.
And almost intercepted.
He was running the opposite way, had to try to throw back across his body, which was always a tough throw.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get enough on it. If he could have got it past the one man who knocked it down, Nelson could have gone the distance. So, stop clocks, 10.5 seconds left now in the half.
This is almost like the end of the game quarter.
And now Irish
timeout.
Coach Thorson wants another timeout. So Preston will take their second timeout with 10 seconds to play. See exactly what they might want to do here. They'll probably flood one side of the field here and see how much yardage they can get and see if they have time to make another play. See if we can get 2 plays off in this 10.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Not a bad first half here for the Preston Indians. You know, you look at all the players that left after last year, who graduated, and you had to wonder. I certainly did.
Yeah.
Coming in, there was a lot of talent that left, but you know, Coach Thorson talking to the newspaper about the preview of the season said, you know what, we may have lost a lot of talent, but there was a lot of talent at JV who came up, and so far he's right.
Yeah, just getting to know it and timing and everything.
Throw to Harris.
Double pass.
He's going to go deep, but it's going to be dropped.
Almost intercepted.
Ball was dropped. They tried to get it deep to Tyler Linhart again.
Who threw that second pass? Was that Cole Harris?
Cole Harris threw it. Kind of a dead duck. So it'll bring up third down. 3.9 seconds left in the half.
Well, they're not giving up. They're going to try for the end zone. They've been deep plays. The last 4 plays all been deep.
So after the timeout, again, the entire offense will go over to the bench to talk to Coach Thorson. He'll try to set some other kind of gadget play up, probably with 3.9 left in the half. As the Indians trailing by a point. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Shelley's in a prevent defense, so they're going to have everybody back, maybe rushing 3, maybe 4 at the most. But they're going to be in a prevent, stop anything deep.
This is the kind of situation where in the bowl game years ago, Boise State ran the old hook and lateral play.
Exactly. Because they figured it's going to be a run.
Rawlings in the backfield. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. Out of the shotgun. Knapp rolling right, looking deep, flag down behind the play, and the throw is going to be caught by Harris. But there's a flag down. If it's against the defense, the play will have to have another play. But if it's going to be against the offense, the half will be over.
Holding. It was offense holding, yeah.
Yep. It'll be offensive holding, and that's the way the first half will end. So good little 2-minute drill by the Indians to try to move the ball. They did pretty well, but they were not able to get the ball in the end zone. So the first half is done. We invite you to stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report is coming up after the first half of play. It's Shelley 13 and the Preston Indians 12. We'll be right back with our halftime activity.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
At Stokes Market True Value, you'll find everything you need from dog food to snow shovels and tools to bird food. Plus, don't forget all your special projects. We can help with know-how and project lists that help you complete every job. From fall cleanup to snow removal, wood cutting to spring gardening, summer vacations and camping to hunting and more. Visit Stokes Market True Value today. We've always got you covered with quality products, friendly service, and competitive pricing. Stokes Market True Value. Stop in today. 285 South Highway 91 in Preston.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
The Halftime Report is sponsored by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Call 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Well, welcome back as we are at halftime under almost a full moon here in Shelley. Isn't it a summer harvest moon that would be out here in August?
Pretty close, yeah.
So Shelley leading by a score of 13-12. Two touchdowns in the first half for the Indians. They missed both extra points. Both touchdowns, however, coming on pretty pass plays from Brecker Knapp to Cole Harris. Receptions of 57 and 30 yards. Good for the senior receiver from originally from the Salt Lake area, who moved up here a year ago, now becomes the number one option receiving-wise for the Indians as we start the new season. And so far here in the new year, he has certainly come as advertised and right where he picked up last year.
Oh, yeah, he's an outstanding athlete, and he's expected to do good. But it's good to have him there with us. That's for sure. And Brecker Knapp, for being a junior, coming up, getting a little experience last year, he feels comfortable. He's just got to get his arm strength recognized where his players are, and it's going to be good. I think he's got a good, strong arm. He's throwing him as deep as Ty did, I think.
Yep, I think so. Let's get your impressions here of the offense and the defense here as we talk about how things went in the first half. Let's start offensively. What did you think of the Indians' offense in the first half?
The Indians' offense, I think it's kind of a 50-50 for me. They were 50% of the plays were perfectly right on. Blocking, everything, schemes, everything went really well. 50%, all the overthrows, different things like that. That's a little on the weak side. That's something that they can practice and work on. They're going to see that on film where not weakness, but where the mistakes were. When you can see the blocking schemes. Both Shelley and Preston had a few plays where they were lost of yardage, which was good. That was good on both sides. They're both lines, offense and defense, is playing well, I think. I see a lot of action there. Stops and open holes.
Last year we only saw Brecker Knapp at quarterback in the one game, the loss at Blackfoot late in the year when Ty Hyde had the injured shoulder and had to sit out for a week. So he comes in. What do you think of his command of the offense so far in the first half?
I think he's getting a grasp for it. Like I say, other than the exactness and timing of the throws and the distances, I mean, he's got good control. The ball looks good. He looks good throwing the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He's getting time to throw. So it's just a matter of practice and repetition for him.
Had a pretty good half. Went 9 of 14 in the first half for 161 yards and the 2 touchdown passes. So throwing the ball, finding the open man, and then running catch worked pretty well the first half for the Indian offense.
Right, looked good. That looked good. The only reason we're behind 1 point is because of the extra points.
Right.
And one was a kick and one was a 2-point play, 2-point conversion, and neither one of them were successful. But it's just first game. What's going to happen first game?
Let's jump over to the other side. Let's talk about the Preston defense in the first half. stingy at the line of scrimmage for the most part, but they let the running back Johnson slip away for some big gains.
Yes, Shelley's blocking scheme for Johnson, and especially the long one he had, was perfect. If we could go back and look at that and replay it, you would see that their blocking scheme, when they brought that right guard over and put the extra man in, it put a big hole and he went right through it. But Shelley, he's a big running back,
right,
and he's fast. He's not weak by any stretch of the imagination. We just misplaced a man in that particular play.
Yeah, exactly. So halftime rolling through here. The Russets lead the Preston Indians by a score of 13-12. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the stats from the first half. We'll get a closer look at those as we continue right after this.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com. When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now, they're among the few hospitals in southeastern Idaho able to remove kidney stones. See just how big the surgical capabilities really are. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. Preston trailing 13-12. As we get a look at the stat sheet here from the first half, we'll start out with the Shelley Russets as their quarterback, Trace Jensen, went 9 of 13 in the first half for a total of 62 yards. Not a bad first half. Running the ball, it was Braden Johnson, carried the ball 10 times for 53 yards. Josh Gill had a total of 16 yards in the first half. 28, Skylar
Robbins.
Skylar Robbins, I'm sorry, I didn't have his last name written down. Skylar Robbins carried the ball twice for 58 yards, including a 52-yard touchdown scamper, and Trace Jensen carried the ball for 7. 2 penalties in the first half against the Russets for a total of 20 yards. For the Preston Indians, we already mentioned Brecker Knapp, 8 of 14 in the first half for 161 yards. 2 big touchdown passes to account for the 2 scores in the first half, and about half of his passing yardage in the first half. Brecker Knapp also carried the ball twice for 13 yards in the first half for the Indians. Charles Iverson, who we really didn't see much in the second quarter, I don't know if he got nicked up a little bit or not, but he carried the ball 3 times for a total of 8 yards in the game. Tate Rawlings carried the ball twice for 10 yards, and Cole Harris carried the ball once in the first half. Big receivers, Cole Harris caught the ball a total of 5 times in the first half from Brecker Knapp for 109 yards and the 2 touchdowns of 57 yards and 30. And then the other Had one catch by Tate Rawlings for 12. Hunter Wright also had a catch in the first half for 3 yards as well in the first half of tonight's game. So a good half, and most importantly for the Indians, I should say, the 2 penalties against them for 20 yards as well. And the thing we talked about toward the end of the first quarter, John, neither side turned the ball over. Right,
neither one turned it over, and the penalties were kind of untimely things. One was a personal foul, and those will always kill you. That's what coaches get mad about more than anything. But there was a personal foul penalty, and then for the Indians, and then the other one was a offside penalty. So,
right,
pretty understandable in the first game of the year.
Absolutely. That's impressive that neither side committed a turnover in the first half of tonight's game. Preston Indians making their way back out onto the field. We can see the Russets off there in the distance headed this way as well. So the second half of tonight's game coming up in just a matter of moments. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and have the second half for you. This has been the Ralph Construction Halftime Report. Ralph Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area in Preston. For information on how to have a new home built for you, right to your needs and desires, call Ralph's Construction at 435-232-1837. That number, 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. We'll be right back. The second half is next.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Welcome back. Get ready to start the second half of tonight's game. Preston will receive the second half kickoff. Look at some of the Indians up there lining up near midfield, the front line.
Yeah, Stetson Osler, Dom Smith.
And back deep, Cole Harris and Chevy Nelson. Kick down the middle. It's going to come toward Nelson on one big hop. He'll take it there at about the 8-yard line, put his head down, come across the 20, 30, and get right to about the 30-yard line where he's finally knocked out of bounds, maybe just short of the 30. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians as they hit their first possession of half number 2.
Ball run to the 30-yard line.
So right about the 30-yard line is where the Indian offense goes back to work.
29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Indians.
Officially spotted at the 29. Brecker Knapp, 8 of 14 in the first half for 161. comes out to go back to work. As that does
Having Nelson
look like
to the near side.
Nelson to this side. That does look like Charles Iverson in the backfield. So that's good news. Nelson, record nap rolling, throw underneath. It's caught by Cole Harris. Now, was he in bounds or not?
Reception was made and ball was caught.
As they're walking the ball all the way back, like it's out of bounds. They're setting it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Caught, but it was caught out of bounds.
So it's incomplete. Second down and 10.
That was an interesting play. We can't see the sideline from here, from the far sideline, but I thought it was pretty close.
I went up in the new press box the other day in Preston. We didn't go up there at all last year, but we'll be up there this year. It's quite a view. It's got a nice high look down at the field from up there.
Yeah. We always love being at home, though.
That's right. Man coming back here to the near side as they hand it to him.
Get a block.
As that is Tate Rawlings. They string it out well. He's knocked out of bounds right at the 30-yard line.
Yes, Charles Iverson could have turned his man to the inside. He'd have had the whole sideline going down, but the momentum of the Shelley defender was right there.
That little jet sweep strung out well by the Russet defense, and it ends up as a 1-yard gain. Ball at the 30-yard line. Got a man down for the Russets here on the sideline. Like he got the wind knocked out of him on the tackle. He comes over by the track and lays down. The medical folks come over and just kind of stand and talk to him.
He's a little doubled over there. But
so 3rd down and 9 here for Preston. 2 receivers to each side. Rawlings in motion right. The throw is too low and bounces off the ankles.
That was close to a backward pass.
Yeah. That goes incomplete. Bring up 4th down and 9.
4th down.
And that'll bring a punt team out here for the Indians.
Not a good first series for the Indians of the second half.
This is Preston's second punt of the night, I believe.
Yep.
Justin England on the kick.
Got a pretty good kick the last one.
Bradshaw back deep for the Russets. Snap is pretty good. Nice high kick. It's going to come down over on the right side. Takes a bad bounce. Bounces back toward the actually going to be touched at midfield by the Indians.
Tyler Lindhart was the one that stopped the ball, but he can't move it forward. But once it's touched, it's dead right there. But
they lost about 10 yards on that backward bounce.
Yeah, right. It came backwards.
As it hit about the 40-yard line, and it wasn't down until right at midfield. So 1st and 10 from the Russets, one of their best starting positions of the night, right at the midfield stripe.
Right, that's a nice position. Nice place to be.
2 receivers to either side. Johnson the lone setback. Man in motion back this way. They'll give it to him. As trying to get around the corner. The good stiff arm. As coming around the corner.
Hunter Wright was the one that pushed him out of bounds, but not until after a 1st down.
Trying to find number 32 on our roster. I don't see one. So.
On our roster?
On theirs. 32 was the ball carrier, was it not?
I didn't catch. I was watching the defense on that one.
So I didn't see a 32 on the roster. Again, a roster with actually in numerical order would be very handy. As swing the ball out to the left side this time. As Bradshaw makes the catch and then immediately swarmed under by a bunch of white shirts. And it would be no gain on the play. It'd actually go about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, probably the smallest guy on their team with the ball, and 3 Preston players up against him had nowhere to go, kept pushing him back. Finally, they blew the whistle to stop the progress. Gave him forward progress up to the 39, 38.
That's all right. It's not the only guy they don't have on their roster either, because there's a 22 out there now. He's not on the roster either. Isn't the first week of football always fun?
Yeah. Well, kids changing jerseys, different things.
2nd down and 12. Inside handoff.
Oh, nice
Johnson,
open
big
run.
hole right up the middle. No one's going to touch him. He's gone. Touchdown.
He's a little guy. Little guy went right up the middle. But they couldn't even see. Preston didn't even see him. They were passing. He's in the secondary and first couple of steps.
So Johnson with the long run for the touchdown makes it 19-12. Russets will try again for the extra point. As it appears they're going to go for two as they threw the kicking pad back toward the sideline. And again, they don't have the right personnel out on the field. As, again, the coaching staff is incensed trying to get enough players out on the field. As here comes 3 or 4 different guys. I don't know why this isn't a delay of game penalty. I mean, a rule is a rule. I don't care if it's the first game or the 9th game. Now they'll finally go for it here. Go for two. Full house backfield. Handoff inside. Immediately spun down is the tackle brought down there
by
Tate Green makes the stop, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 9:31 left here in the quarter number 3. Russets now go up another 6 points. It's now 19-12. Shelley on top, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH. KACH.
We'll get the ball back for the second time here in the second half. Offense in the first half looked fairly good. That first series here, they came out after the halftime break. That was the first real series that looked like the offense kind of sputtered tonight.
Right. There wasn't much going in that half.
There's your little pooch kick you wanted, as that's going to be picked up over on the near sidelines and held on to up to the 33-yard line, as that is Tate Green able to play that on the dead run and get a couple of yards out of it.
Yeah, he picked that ball up and was able to go down the sideline. Still picked up about 8-10 yards on the carry.
They'll spot it at the 32-yard line to be exact. So 1st and 10 for Preston from there. They'll come out, 2 receivers to either side. Tate Rawlings in at running back. Harris in the slot left. Knapp overlooking the defense. Now trying to change something up at the line of scrimmage as he works out of the shotgun. He moves Rawlings over to his right shoulder. Oh, bad snap as Knapp able to hop on it. Bad snap. That ball never even got off the ground. They rolled it back about 3 yards, and Knapp had to jump on it. So it'd be about a 5-yard loss and bring up 2nd down and 12, or 2nd down and 15. Nelson and Harris wide left. Whoops, that should be a penalty marker. Nope, they didn't call it. Knapp looking, as he rolls right, throws it out of bounds. No one to go to. So he threw the ball out of bounds and bring up 3rd down and 15. Certainly looked like the receivers out here on the left side both moved. But the official's not calling it, which is perfectly fine. So 3rd down and 14. Then all of a sudden here in the second half, The Preston offense has done a complete 180 from what they did in the first half.
Yeah, they've kind of struggled here.
3 receivers right. Single receiver here to the near side, the left side of the formation. 1 setback, that's Rawlings. Brecker wants to roll right, throws underneath, and throws it behind his intended receiver. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, his timing, Brecker's timing on the run is off. You know, I don't think his footing was correct on that throw either, but because it went right into the ground.
Tyler Lindhart, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down and another punting situation. And once again, here is Justin Inglet on the punt. As Inglet's punt.
Tommy Bradshaw on the kick.
Good punt. As Bradshaw stumbles as he gets to the 40-yard line and able to hang on to the kick. Boy, that was lucky.
It's good hands. That was a tough catch. He had to dive up for the ball to catch that. Was able to haul it in. And
so here comes the Shelley offense back out on the field. Leading by 7 here, 9-12, 8:42 to play in quarter number 3. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter and Alan White with you tonight here from Shelley High School.
Beautiful scene out here. It's a beautiful night. Great night.
You remember last year on opening night in the second half, Preston really started to get blown out by Logan.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if that doesn't happen here tonight.
Quarterback keep.
As he'll keep it, he's going to come right. And now wants to stiff arm. Look out as they almost end up in the benches over here on the near side. As riding the quarterback out of bounds was Josh Reed for the Indians. A gain of about 4 on the play. As Trace Jensen with a designed run coming over here to the near side.
Jensen was able to pick up 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 here now for the Russets.
3 down linemen for defense for Preston.
Yeah, they'll go out of a 3-4. Inside handoff goes to Johnson again. Runs into, I believe that was Cole Harris, right in the middle. He ended up running over Cole and pushed him backwards enough to get the 1st down.
Yeah, he had a little bit of help. Everybody pushing from behind, but Preston wasn't able to stop him to get the 1st down. They made the 1st down.
Johnson on the carry.
Johnson picks up the 1st down. There's a good look at what is a great night here in Preston. Or in Preston, I should say in Shelley. In Shelley. Looking at the Preston defense is what I meant to say.
Our listeners are in Preston.
I hope so. Watching around the world on the internet.
Yeah,
there's a little shovel pass forward. That's going to be too short. As Jensen was scrambling, trying to throw back across his body and just shovel it out there, and it falls incomplete.
24.
Try to get it to his intended receiver, Hadley Carpenter.
Yeah. England almost intercepted that shuffle pass.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Ball in Preston territory again as the ball rests at the 46-yard line. Shelley offense has done well all night.
Yeah, they have. Their offensive line, their schemes have been really well on the running plays.
Oops. People not sure exactly where to set up. Now they figure it out. 2 receivers to the right. Man in the slot on the left side. Whoops. Bad snap of their own. There's your first turnover.
Preston recovered.
And Preston has it, I believe. Yes, they do.
That was a big break. We needed that.
So there's the first turnover of the game as the Russets lose the fumble. Preston will get the ball back just about midfield. They'll start at their own 49. There's a break. Now let's see if they can get the offense back in gear and capitalize on that. They get the ball back with 7:51 to play here in quarter number 3. They'll go 3 wides to the right side. Single receiver left. Single setback. Knapp, delayed handoff up the middle. Great play. It's
Chevy.
It's
Charles
Iverson, I should say, on the little delayed handoff.
Stop by fielding.
And a great looking play. And hold on. Okay, they will give it a first down. So it's a gain of 10 for Iverson and move the chains.
And that on that draw play, a three-step drop for Brecken, and then right into the hands of Iverson.
Knapp talking to Iverson. Make sure they know exactly what to do on this play. As he lines up on Brecken's right shoulder. Harris now comes back in motion right. He'll swing it out to Harris. It's behind him. And Harris got a hand on it but couldn't control it.
Had to be careful. That looked like a backward pass.
Those little timed throws, Brecker all of a sudden tonight just has not had the right timing.
Right.
The short passes to the running backs coming out of the backfield have been at their ankles, and that one was behind Harris.
Right. Harris had to turn all the way around just to get a hand on it.
So 2nd and 10, 7:07 to play here in the third. They'll go 2 in the backfield this time. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Handoff, Rawlings straight ahead. Runs over a couple of men, gets up near the first down, but he's going to probably be just a little bit short of it, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Good footwork by Tate Rollins as he kept his feet moving and gained an extra couple yards by keeping them feet moving, which is very vital in the run play.
Give him 7. 3rd down and 3. Preston trails by 7 here, midway through quarter number 3. Quarter number 3 brought to you tonight by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
First down by Iverson.
Iverson gets across the first down, picks up the yardage that he needs. That'll move the chains. Iverson with another 4-yard carry. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 now for the Indians. As we mentioned, tonight's third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whatever you need for your car, if it's making a ping, a ding, or a ting, well, Preston Auto Parts has what you need. It's only one stop you have to make. Stop by where you're treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street here in Preston. As Harris, trying to get around the corner, slips and falls down, loses a couple of yards.
Yeah, he couldn't quite turn that corner. He had the room, plenty of real estate on the right side, but couldn't quite turn the corner.
So it's going to actually be a loss of 5 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 15. Five and a half to play here in the third. Knapp and the entire offense looking over at the sidelines as the offensive coaches roll through the play signals. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. They try to go underneath, and again, it's a bad throw. He threw it behind Cole Harris.
Yeah, he's a little anxious on that throw.
That's 4 incompletions now in a row thrown by Brecker Knapp. Stops the clock, and it brings up 3rd down and 15. This time they will empty the backfield. They have 5 receivers into the pattern here. 2 left, 3 right. Knapp stands in the backfield all alone.
Shelley has only 2 down linemen. No, 3.
Gonna throw. Wants to throw it long. It was looking to throw a deep out pattern, but Harris slipped and fell on his break.
Yeah, nobody there on the end of the throw.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 15. Cole probably would have been open, but slipped and fell coming out of the break. So they're going to keep the offense on the field here as their ball spotted on it's about at the 33-yard line here. And Preston's going to take a timeout before we go any further. 5:13, this 4th down play coming up. Big time for Coach Thorson to take a timeout. We'll join one, and we'll take one here as well. It's the 19-12. Russett's on top. We'll be right back.
KACH.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1121.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So here comes the big fourth down play for the Indians. 4th and 15 as they trail by 7. Knapp out of the shotgun. Fake. Going to go deep along the sidelines. Too deep. As they tried to get it along the sidelines to Tyler Linhart, and it was too long, and then Preston will turn it over on downs for the second possession in a row. So here comes Shelley. They'll take over on offense again.
Yeah, that's the problem. The high percentage passes for Preston tonight have been deep and overthrown. Most of them overthrown.
So the Russets up by 7. 5:08 to play here in quarter number 3. And they need a timeout. It looks like so we got a little bit of officials timeout. We got a nicked up player out there. So he needs to come out. So a little officials timeout here for a moment. Get a healthy body out there, and here we go.
No red spots on the carpet.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Russets' own 32-yard line. Jensen the quarterback, Johnson the running back. Give it to Johnson straight ahead. Runs right into the middle of the defensive secondary, the linebackers.
Iverson on the play. And I believe it was 62.
Johnson with a 1 yard on the play. Went over 100 yards rushing in the first half. He's had a long touchdown run. And second down, 4:30 to play here in the third quarter. Preston's defense has to get a little tough here. They need to make it a stop because the offense is struggling.
Right. Or a turnover.
And there's the ball on the ground, and they have to cover it quickly as Jensen able to fall on it.
Came up on it. Yes.
So they're able to keep possession, but it's going to be a loss of yardage. They'll lose 5 on the play. Be third down 11. and 11. Is that all? Okay, so it'll be third down and 11.
Third down 11.
So here's a big play for the Preston defense. They need to hold and get off the field.
Exactly.
Johnson the lone running back, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Jensen out of the shotgun. Spins out. Wants to look right. Got a man wide open down the middle, and it's caught. And up to the 40-yard line, the first down.
Yeah, that was a tough catch, too. He had to come back for it, but he was wide open.
A 30-yard catch to Gill. And the first down. Got behind the defense and makes the sliding catch right at the 40-yard line. So a big gain there for the Russet offense. And it resets the chains with 3:02 to play here in quarter number 3. Again, out of the shotgun. Looking, throws underneath. Little screen pass, and it's off the hands of its intended receiver. I believe that was Johnson. It had to go off his hands. No, it's not Johnson. That was actually Josh Gill.
Josh Gill and Tate Rawlings on the defensive play of that.
Ball intended for Skylar Robinson.
So 2nd down and 10. Skylar Robinson, the intended receiver. And 2nd and 10 from the Preston 40. Again, out of the shotgun. Inside handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets up to the 35. A gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
Shelley's front line is really doing a great job on their cross blocking, opening that hole. What should have been caught at the line of scrimmage. He squirted forward for another 5 yards.
So they have 2nd and 6 or 3rd and 6? 3rd and 6. Man in motion. Little fly jet sweep. They give it to him. Coming back this way. Trying to weave his way through the Preston defense. He's drugged down by Iverson. Going to be good for another 1st down. Dustin LaFontaine
1st down for Shelley Russell, brings up 1st and 10.
with the carry.
Shelley moving the ball pretty quick, pretty good right now in this series.
As this time they give it off the left side.
Got a cramp over there on Chevy Nelson.
Johnson on the carry.
Again, the ball carrier number 12, but there's no 12 on the roster. So, an injury timeout with Chevy Nelson having a few cramps out there. Just trying to stretch him out a little bit. With 1:36 to play in the quarter, let's take a quick timeout. Back with more action here in the 3rd right after this.
KACA.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people.
These kids get into the
family
game,
people.
get so excited in the game, they
Animal
get to drink a lot of water.
People
got to drink a lot.
We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people.
Oh, sometimes I hit
As
this
your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH.
Well, still trying to get the Preston player Nelson stretched out a little bit. Not able to put a lot of weight on that leg, but kind of the typical, I don't say injury because it's not really much of an injury, but that's usually what happens early on in the season. Is they're not ready for the heat and certainly not ready for not drinking all the liquids they should.
Exactly.
2nd down and 4 looks like here coming up.
1:28 to play in the 3rd.
Again, they drop the snap. Jensen able to pick it up. He's going to go down the middle, and it's going to be picked off. Picked off by the Indians. Tate Green bringing it back up the far sidelines. Flag behind the play. Green's going to be run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Now let's see what the flag is going to be.
It's a block in the back. It was a block in the back.
2nd turnover of the night charged against the Russets.
No, that was against us.
That's what I mean, yeah. Well, the interception is the 2nd turnover against the Russets.
Oh, that's right.
But the block in the back will bring what was a good return by Tate Green back. So Green picks it off, has his first interception of the year. And the block in the back will bring the ball back.
Half the distance to the goal from where the flag was thrown on the block in the back.
They'll put the ball down about the 13-yard line. So with the offense sputtering a little bit, having to start in the shadows of their own goalpost is not what the Preston Indians had in mind here. Inside handoff. as swarmed under. Really no gain on the play as Tate Rawlings on the carry.
Yeah, Preston's just not able to run sideways and turn upfield. Shelley's stretching that field out to where they can't turn and go upfield.
You know, in talking to Coach Iverson over the summer and over the winter during basketball season, he wanted to develop more cross buck running inside.
Yeah,
and just it hasn't been there as of yet.
They haven't been able to run up the middle either, but so they've been going side to side and getting nowhere.
Make it 2 or 3 officially, so it'll be second down and 13. Throws,
block,
and it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
By number 74. Big hand up in the air.
Yeah, good luck finding 74.
I don't see a 74.
Got a 75, Orrin Hill.
That could have been him.
So third down and 13. Again, 3 wide receivers to the right for the Indians, single receiver left, 1 running back. Snap out of the shotgun, rolls right, throws. Kickoff! Shelley gets the interception right back, and they have it inside the Preston 20-yard line.
That was a telegraph pass all the way, and that defender just stepped right in front of Preston and took the ball away.
Caden Kidman with the interception.
Got that interception.
So first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
16 seconds to go in the quarter.
Big turnover against the Indians. First and 10 from the 11. I guess they did mark it at the 10-yard line because the yardsticks are not over there. They give it to Johnson, rolling around the right side, running for the corner. Can he get there? He did not. He was short. So he got 9 yards down to the 1 before he was shoved out of bounds. So it'll be second and goal from the 1. 9.5 seconds left here in the quarter. Good pursuit by the Preston defense to keep him out of the end zone, but he still gained 9 yards on the play.
Right, that jet sweep on their side, it was white, gained up quite a bit.
Give it back to Johnson, cuts it over the inside, and dives in, touchdown. So the turnover leads to points, makes it 25-12.
Skylar Robinson with the touchdown.
Skylar Robson gets the 1-yard carry for the touchdown. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6 seconds, 5.9 seconds left in the quarter.
26,
Shelley goes up 26-12. Now over the Indians. Take a quick timeout. We'll come back and have the kickoff with that many seconds left in the quarter on the way next.
KACH.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH.
Well, Preston will get the kickoff here, and then we'll just about kill off quarter number 3 as they now trail by 12, 26-12. Actually, make it 14. There's that good high school math. That's that good high school math.
2 touchdown lead with extra points.
should say California high school math. I don't want to make anybody at Preston School District mad at me. So here comes the kickoff. It'll be another little pooch kick up along the sidelines. That's going to let it go out of bounds. They go out of bounds at the 28. They'll push it forward about 7 yards up to the 35 and should belong to the Indians there. The clock should not have started. It was not touched.
Preston, Indians, 1st and 10.
So the Indians will get the ball. 5 seconds to play in the quarter, and they need to figure out something offensively.
Yeah, that turnover killed him, that pass interception, especially down by the 20-yard, 10-yard line.
6 seconds left in the quarter.
Westside having their way so far this evening. Playing at Firth, they lead 33-6. As the defending 2A state champions take the wraps off a new season there. Quarterback draw, Knapp goes forward, picks up about 7, but that will bring the third quarter to a close. So Preston trails by 14 as we go to the fourth. Take a timeout, back with the fourth quarter after this on KACH.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500. Week 2 of the season will see the Preston Indians traveling to Afton, Wyoming, and a date with the Star Valley Braves. This will be a tough matchup for the Indians, as the Braves are the first of 2 defending state champions that Preston will face in their schedule this year. They come back a little quick from the quarter break as Preston runs the ball on first down.
For about 5 yards.
Get about 5 yards on the play. Officials huddling at midfield as
sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it.
Now they have a timeout on the field.
Officials timeout.
Officials timeout.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you
as the
line,
teams are going to come over to the respective benches. I'm not exactly sure why, but they are. We told you about the West Side score. We'll remind you that coming up immediately following tonight's game, we will have a rebroadcast of that West Side game, as they're in the fourth quarter and West Side leading by the score of 33-6 over Firth. West Side is at home next week, as they'll take the wraps off a new season there. Well, the referee is talking to the head coach for the Russets. Not exactly sure what the problem is at the moment. So
he's going over to talk to Preston coach. No.
Josh Wells out there to visit with the officials, and now they're going to move the ball forward like a foot and a half.
Well, actually, they moved it out to I thought it was down at the 35 or the 45. They moved it out to the 48.
Okay, so it's third down and about 2 now here for the Indians. Now we're ready to go. as they whistle the ball back into play. Little fake toss inside. Good call. And they're breaking up the sidelines and running free down the sidelines. One man to beat. Dives, and he is in. Touchdown.
If he stayed in bounds, I don't see the linesman coming down to help out.
There is a flag on the play, however, back at about the 25-yard line.
Flag on the 20-yard line.
Let's see what that is going to be.
That was a pass. It was a
shuffle pass.
A little shuffle pass. And we're going to run down the sidelines. It's going to be a personal foul against the Russets, so the touchdown will stand.
And they'll
penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah.
So Preston gets a touchdown, gets back into the game, makes it 26-18. 11 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the fourth. As they'll try for the extra point here. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is.
Looks good.
It is good.
And good.
So the extra point
With 11 minutes left on the clock.
picked up by Owen Pearson, and it makes it a 7-point game again, 26-19, favor of the Preston Indians. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll come back, have the kickoff here in the fourth quarter for you right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com. Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So Preston will kick off. And, boy, they need to get the ball back again. Make good things happen. Let's strike again while the iron's hot as they cut the lead down to 7. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter and Alan on camera for us tonight. Alan White. I don't know why I drew a complete blank, Alan's last name there for a second. So because of the penalty on the scoring play, the personal foul, they move the kick up. And Preston's actually going to kick off from the 45-yard line of the Russets.
Yeah,
this is the time for the Indians to try that little pooch kick.
Right.
Because kicking the ball into the end zone is not going to do anybody any good. They're going to bang it down the middle. It's going to be handled there, picked up, and run back the far sideline. You got to bring him down. It's
great run back.
Tommy Bradshaw runs it, just about broke it. Got a good return.
You know, I've been impressed with their special teams, Shelley's special teams tonight. They've been able to form that wedge and get that runner up the field, 10, 15, 20 extra yards. Their running game has been excellent tonight. Our passing play has been our demise.
But the passing play got them back into the game. They're only down by 7.
That's true.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Russets at the Preston 32. Johnson runs inside and runs into a brick wall.
Yep. Got the white and blue wall right there.
54, Trevor Gregory. Big guy right there in the middle. Make the first contact.
Charles Iverson, also from the middle linebacker position, come up.
And 79, Corbin Winward, the junior. Let's give a shout out to him, too, at his nose tackle spot.
He's a big boy. He's tough to get around.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10. This time he wants to throw. Jensen looking down the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. You couldn't have called a pass interference on that. All two Preston players and 2 Shelley players were all in a huddle there.
The problem was that the 2 Shelley players somebody ran the wrong route, and they ended up in the same spot at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. The defenders were right there, so
third and 10. Again, a big defensive penalty play here for Preston. Hold and get off the field. They trail by 7. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the game. We got a penalty marker before the inception of the play. Called here by the line judge over here on this side.
Not enough players, or 12 players for Preston.
As they're not counting noses. I don't know what they're looking at. Referee's still trying to decide what the penalty is.
What, if any?
And now they're going to
wipe it off. Yeah, I think the linesman, the coach was saying, hey, they've got 12. So the lineman throws his flag, and so then they count heads.
Rule number 1, never believe a coach. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Hand off to Johnson, coming over here to the near side, off the left side. Got a holding foul, but he's going to be brought down short of the first down. Actually, that was not Johnson. That was 28, Robson. They're going to go for it. Fourth down and 3. They're going to go for it. And
false
start. Whistles at the start of the play. Nope.
No, Preston called a timeout.
Preston called a timeout just to make sure they had the proper defense set on what was going to be a very important 4th down call. 9:55 to play. We'll keep it here and remind you tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Franklin County Medical Center, providing the best care in all of the Cache Valley. That's what you'll find at Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st West in Preston. So a very interesting turn of events here in the second half for the Indians. Is offensively just not really able to do much, and then they hit on one big play and get back into the game.
Right. And that's a big plays is what's saved them all night. The big run by Cole, or catch and run by Cole.
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, both of those have all been the key factor in Preston's game.
So the rest of the offense comes back out on the field.
But also in the first half, I thought both teams were doing the ball. They were moving, getting first downs, 1, 2, 3 first downs, and then they'd go to the big play.
You have to wonder how much fatigue plays into the offense becoming a little bit more scattered. 4th down and 2.
Stretch it out.
Come around the corner. First down for the Russets. They get across the 45 up to the 47. As it's Robson again for the first down.
Yeah, that jet sweep for Shelley has been working quite well tonight for them. They've scored a touchdown on it. They've scored a number of first downs on that jet sweep. So it's been working well for them.
First down, Russets from their own 47. 9:49 to play here in the fourth quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Stokes Market. Quarterback draw, trying to come right, or left rather, gets around the corner as Preston man complaining about he was being held. That's Tate Green. But Jensen able to get around Green and get out of bounds and pick up 6 yards.
Jensen, our quarterback for tonight.
So the 6-yard scramble gets out of bounds, also stops the clock now with 9:43 to play here in the fourth. Single receiver to each side. Inside handoff. Johnson stacked up as he gets to the line of scrimmage. He'll be short of the line to gain, but he's going to get a couple of yards. Bring up 3rd down and about 2.
He's a good-sized boy. He can run.
So 3rd down play for Preston in their own territory at their own 45.
3rd down and 3.
They'll call it 3rd down and 3 officially.
And this is where Shelley does really well, is these short 3rd downs, 3rd and 4th downs in the short gain.
They have a little bit of a size advantage in the offensive line, I think. As Johnson is not going to get there, I don't think. They stack him up.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Let's see where they mark it. It was not Johnson, it was Robson again. And it looks like it's going to be short.
Yeah, that.
Down and a long one.
So 4th and 1.
They're going to stack the middle again.
And
Shelley will run that jet sweep.
They're going to go for it here at 4th and 1. They bring in an extra tight end. They stack it up. Receivers in the slot. The only wide receivers out here to the near side on the left side of the formation. Robson is trying to go out to the right side. Gets around the corner. Has the first down. Still on his feet and more. Gets up near the 35-yard line.
I say that's been what's been troubling Preston is those short gains on 3rd and 4th down, to get the first down.
Robson has 14 on the carry and another first down. That's 80 yards unofficially for Robson now on the ground in the game. Clock runs, 7:50 to play. Single receiver, right, full house backfield. Quarterback draws, Jensen goes straight ahead. Gets up near the 30-yard line.
Thought I saw a hanky fly. I guess I didn't.
I thought I did too, but I guess not. Be a gain of about 3 on play, so to bring up 2nd down and 7. But most of all, keeping the ball on the ground keeps the clock running.
Shelley's doing a good job mixing up their plays, on the ground. The sweep, they go handoff, they go, quarterback
right,
keep.
and they're keeping the ball out of the Preston offense and letting the clock roll. Screen pass over to the right side. Underneath, it's complete. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's gone down the sidelines. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's the play that gave him the touchdown in the first half, was that screen play that come up.
Screen pass to Robson, goes for the score. It'll be 35-yard touchdown pass.
Skyler caught a 2-yard pass, took it the rest away. All the way home.
That makes it 32-19. On to try the extra point again. Snap, spot, pretty good. Kick is up, and it is good. 33-19 as the Russets go back up by 14 again. Timeout. We'll come back with 6:55 to play right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
KACH.
Well, Preston's inability to get off the field on 3rd down cost them there. As they go back down by 14 again, 33-19 with 6:55 to play here in the 4th. As again, the Shelley kick team certainly takes their time, is very deliberate to come back out on the field.
Right.
Back deep for the Indians. Cole Harris and Tate Green back deep as well. Kick, there's that little squib kick once again, more of an onside kick, as it'll be covered by the Indians right about the 35-yard line. That's almost doing the Indians a favor. Walk up and hand the ball to the 35.
Good field position.
Exactly.
I don't understand, because I know I've watched them in the warm-up. I've watched 2 different kickers, kicking the ball, and they can kick it downfield.
That's almost like saying my kick coverage team can't make a stop.
Right.
You know, they've tried the little pooch kick 2 or 3 times now, and then that one, a dribbler,
that was
right
almost
down
like
the
an
middle of the field.
onside.
Right, exactly. So 1st and 10, Preston from their own 35. They need to score and score fairly quickly. Swing it out to the left side. That's where Cole Harris is. Cole makes the catch with a very short gain on the little quick screen. Might get a yard out of it. But more importantly for Brecker Knapp, that breaks a string of 5 straight incompletions for him.
Those side-out passes have not worked for Preston at all tonight.
2nd down and 9.
Ooh, false start.
They're going to go back out there again. That's a little screen pass along the sideline as, again, that one picks up the 1st down.
It's Harris again.
And Harris again gets across the 50 up to about the 47. That'll be a gain of 14.
That was actually a good catch and run by Harris on that play. You know, it was that first quick out, 2-step drop.
So 1st and 10, they're back into Shelley territory. 4 receivers, 2 twins to each side. Again, they go left, and again right along the sidelines for positive yardage.
Yeah, gain of about 5, maybe 4.
Again, Cole Harris on the catch.
Picks up 4.5. 2nd and 6.
Even though he misfired on 5 straight passes here in the second half, that reception unofficially gives Brecker Knapp 180 yards passing here in the game.
I think they're going to see another short one, try to lull them back in, the defense up, then throw something deep.
They empty the backfield this time with 5 receivers. They come out here to the near side. The ball's caught. Be a short gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Hunter Wright, the receiver.
And then his footing was real slick out there, too. He couldn't get his footing to go as quick as he wanted it to.
So this will be third.
Get his feet under him.
This will be 3rd down and about 4 here for the Indians. You get a good look at it right down the line of scrimmage as the Indians look over to the sideline to get a play. Now we'll line up. Again, 4, make it 5 in the pattern as Iverson's going to go back out and set in the slot. Trips left, looking right, throws underneath. It's incomplete. A little too far out in front of Justin Englert. And it'll bring up 4th down.
That was close. There was 2 black shirts right by him. Could have easily taken that ball away.
I think he sensed the black shirts were there and kind of pulled his arms back in a little bit.
Right. Protecting.
It's a final at Firth. Westside wins their season opener 33-6. Remember, we'll have that game for you on a rebroadcast right after we are done here tonight. 4th down play.
Run it.
Knapp rolling left, throws too tall. Incomplete. And Preston will turn the ball back over.
I was hoping Brecker would keep running. He was wide open.
So Shelley will get the ball back as Preston turns the ball over on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 41. 4:37 left here in the 4th. They lead by 14 to the Russets.
One of my sons, we played quarterback in high school. They ran the veer offense quite often. And sometimes that decision on the quarterback, whether to run or hand off or run and pass, is really tricky. That one, I think Brecker had all the room he needed to get that 1st down.
They'll go out of the shotgun, look for them to keep the ball on the ground as much as they can. They'll give it to Johnson. He comes left. Wants to cut it back up. Breaks 1 tackle, gets across the midfield stripe. Actually, make that the 45-yard line. Up to the 46. Good for 5.
Pick up a 4.5. 2nd down and 5.
Johnson's 18th carry of the night. Unofficially for 122. Inside of 4 minutes now, down to 3:50 by the time they snap the ball. Jensen waiting as long as he can.
He's going to wait till the official starts counting.
Still letting the clock tick down. Looks at his watch, puts his hand up, so he's inside 5 seconds. And now they'll snap the ball. Again, they'll go to Johnson. Again, coming left. Almost broke it. If it wasn't for Iverson, he's going to be gone. Yeah, Iverson with a game save, with a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, that was he had a full head of steam. Iverson was able to make the tackle. Good tackle.
We got a flag on the play, however. Let's see what the flag is going to be.
Holding.
If the play holds up, be good enough for a first down, but I don't think it's going to.
Yeah.
As the rested players are all walking backwards. This appears to be against Shelley.
A holding call against Shelley. 10-yarder.
Just the third flag of the night against the Russets for 25 yards. And now Preston wants to call the timeout. Second down and 15 coming up. So with 3:28 left here in the fourth quarter, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll have more for you right after this.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning, as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
So here comes the Preston defense back out on the field. They have what becomes a very important defensive play here. Second down and 15. 3:28 left in the fourth quarter. They trail by 14. Handoff again. Again, it's Johnson. Gets across the 45. Picked up about 10 yards, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Iverson on the saving tackle, because that was a good 10-yard run. Not quite enough for the first down. Be third down. And 5, 4.
Gain of 12. Third down and 4, as we have 3 minutes exactly left in the game. 33-19, Shelley on top. Two receivers to the right of the pattern, man in the flank here on the left. Single setback. As again, looking over here to the sideline, see if they want to change the play. The official standing, talking to one of the officials, and now the umpire throws a flag. And see what this is going to be.
Delay a game.
Delay a game call.
Why is the umpire calling that? That's the back judge. I don't agree with that.
So
his back's to the clock. How can he see?
And unless they did something, unless they felt they did something intentional to try to delay the game, because they walked off 10 yards. So
that's an interesting call. I haven't seen that before.
And now whistles right off the handoff. They give it to Johnson, who's thrown down by Tate Rawlings, but no play. So all of a sudden here in the last
gets ugly.
Last 2.5 minutes of the game, things get a little sloppy. That must have been some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct call, because they walked off 10 yards.
Well, he went like this, which is usually a delay of game or a warning, but.
And 2:35 on the clock, and again they're having a word with Josh Wells, the head coach of the Shelley Russets. The whistles blew us right when the ball was snapped. So really it was no play. And it's still 3rd down and long here after the 10-yard step off. It'll be 3rd down and 18 they have on the scoreboard, and that appears to be about right.
That's close.
Just run it again. There's only 2.5 minutes left. You don't want to take a chance of throwing an interception and have it be brought back.
Right.
Out of the shotgun, Jensen gives it to Johnson. Again, coming left. Cuts it up, puts his foot in the ground, gets up to about the original line of scrimmage, and then brought down. It'll be a gain of about 6 and leave them. It'll leave them at 4th down and about 9. Make it 8. Johnson now unofficially with 1:41 on the ground tonight. And here comes the 4th down play.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock down as much as they can. There's only a minute and a half to go.
It still runs with 1:30 to play. And they're willing just to let it run. Nobody really in punt formation. They're going to run it down and take the delay of game penalty here. As before they do, they call timeout. So timeout called by Shelley. 1:14 to play as the Indians trail by 14 and need something short of a miracle here in the last minute and 15 seconds to try to pull this one out here on opening night of 2020.
Yeah, it's a tough game. You have to hand it to Shelley. I think their offensive schemes work better for them, and like I said, probably better than 65% of the plays have been on the ground. They haven't thrown a whole lot.
For a team that doesn't want to be at 4A and complains about their lack of success at 4A, they played a heck of a game here tonight.
Yeah, they did. Shelley played really well. Preston just not quite there.
So 4th down and 9. And I'm sure they have if this is the punter they have out there, I don't believe so. Well,
fake punt?
He's lined up deep like it's going to be in punt formation.
Fake punt?
And nope, they will kick it away. Boy, that's a booming kick. Comes down right, makes the catch, dodges out of one man, steps out of another tackle, but can't get away from the other 3 guys as he's brought down right at the 30-yard line with 1:04 to play. So the Preston offense comes back out on the field. And it's time to just wind up and throw it deep here for Brecker Knapp and see if they can get lucky and get one and then get the ball back.
Well, it's going to be timing plays out to the sideline or something deep. Yeah. They're going to have to stop the clock as fast as they can, but
throw a couple of deep outs and see if they can soften up the middle of the field and break Cole Harris down the hash marks. 5 receivers into the pattern, 3 trips to the left, twins right. Knapp is going to roll left, still rolling, pump fake, and just wants to run out of bounds. Takes a little bit of a pop as he gets over there to the sidelines with 55 seconds left. Brecker picks up about 4 yards on the play.
Kidman on the tackle. Gain of 4.5.
See, if you're the defense for Shelley, though, if you see Brecker run left, he's probably not going to throw.
Right.
Because he hasn't had, I should say, good success throwing off the wrong foot tonight.
Right.
They flood the left side of the field again. They go underneath as it goes to Harris. Up along the sideline, he has the first down and then stumbles out of bounds just across the first down territory. So it would be a gain of about 6 on the play and stops the clock.
But was he out of bounds? I don't think he was out of bounds. They'll start the clock.
I thought he fell out of bounds after he...
Nope, they're going to wind it.
They're going to wind the clock. So the clock starts. 45 seconds to play. Preston offense has got to hurry. They're taking their time getting up to the line of scrimmage. 35 seconds left. Again, not ready to snap the ball yet. Clock down to 30. Now they snap the ball. They look back over here to the near side. And it's dropped. Intended receiver comes to Tate Green. Green tried to make a move before he had the ball tucked away.
Right, he was checking downfield before the ball got there.
So 25 seconds left.
All out long distance pass right here. Now you got 3 more plays.
Invite you to stay tuned for the post-game show when this one's over. Have a quick wrap-up of the game. I'll tell you about what's coming up next Friday night for the Indians. Wants to throw deep. He has a man. It's Lindhart. It's overthrown. So Lindhart can't catch up with it.
20 seconds left.
And 20 seconds left now on the clock. Remind you, we'll have the replay of the Westside Pirate game coming up as soon as we are done here, and a quick wrap-up show. Also remind you that coming up tomorrow at noon, the Preston volleyball team is in action at the Cokeville tournament. Matches being played actually in Afton, Wyoming, but we will be there. Have matches for you tomorrow at 12 and at 3, live on the radio and on the internet both. That's coming up tomorrow. So, Brecker Knapp over looking at the coaches. 33-19. Shelley on top, leading by 14. Just 20 seconds away from winning on opening night. Swing pass comes out to Harris. Cole breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. Again, finally gets his feet cut out from under him.
That'll be the ball game.
As that should be the game. They'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains.
Must be enough for a first down. First down, Indians.
As there the clock starts again. Nope, hold on. Now they're going to stop the clock.
Spike the ball, so Brecker spiked the ball so they could have one untimed down.
So, still got 5 seconds left. So they're busy trying to teach him how to run the 2-minute offense here. Otherwise, down by 14 with 5 seconds left. There was no reason to spike the ball other than just becoming a teaching moment.
Right.
This should be the last play of the game.
So here we go. Twins to each side here for the Indians. Single setback in the backfield. Knapp out of the shotgun. Throws deep down the middle. Harris can't get it. Actually, it was not Harris. It was intended for Lindhart. And there's 8/10 of a second left.
0.8 seconds left.
So this is just the game that just refuses to end here.
Pretty good third down.
They had to bring up third down and 10. As again, Knapp looks over toward the far sidelines. Brecker, if he can get 4 yards on this pass, he would finish with 200 yards on the night. Swing pass outside to right. He'll have 4 and more as Wright goes up the sidelines, and then he's brought down, and that's the way the game will end. As the clock reads zeros, final score here tonight: the Shelley Russets 33, Preston Indians 19. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a short post-game show right after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, from Mutual of Enumclaw.
Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty. They want to be your agents. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming right up. More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1830. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500. Or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard. Well, welcome back here to the postgame show as the Preston Indians lose on opening night, 33-19, the final score here tonight. First half, they played pretty well. Things were clicking, but then they started making a few mistakes in the second half.
Yeah, both teams come out and played well, played conservative, but played well. And there were a couple of big plays by both teams, which gave each team a chance to score twice in the first half, which made it a close game. Second half, Shelley come out and dominated the time of possession and scored on some big plays, and Preston just couldn't get their passing offense going.
In the second half, they had a hard time getting the passing offense going. Brecker Knapp had 161 yards passing at halftime and finished the game with 211 yards passing. He was 15 of 26 overall for the game for 211 yards.
Right.
So when the pass game was going, it was clicking well and they were moving the ball well. But unfortunately, there was a big gap from the beginning of the second half to about halfway through the fourth quarter where the pass game really wasn't going.
Right, and they were trying everything they could, and the two players we expected to step up were trying hard.
Right.
And that was Brecker Knapp on the pass and Cole
Harris.
They were stepping up and doing all they can. But, yeah, there was some tough night for a lot of them.
They were able to move the ball on the ground a little bit in the first half. Charles Iverson ran the ball pretty well, as did Tate Rawlings. But in the second half, that big defensive line for Shelley, they pretty much took that away as well.
Yeah, they did. And I think our defense started tiring because they were on the field a long time.
Yes, they were.
In a number of possessions for Shelley. And so, they start to tire out, which is why you try to get the defense off the field.
The big offensive man for Shelley tonight was their big running back, Braden Johnson, who carried the ball 20 times for 141 yards unofficially.
Well, that's nice. That's a good run. That's a good night, for anybody, really. But he's a big boy, and he's very good. He's quick.
So for the Indians, they go back, put together another week of practice, and get ready for next Friday night when they will go to Star Valley next Friday in Afton, Wyoming, and take on the Braves. We will be there, and we will have that game for you, starting with the pregame show at 6:30 next Friday night. So that'll wrap it up here from Shelley as the Indians take it on the chin tonight and lose 33-19. Remind you that after a quick break, we'll have a complete replay of the Westside Firth game that was played a little bit earlier this evening. We'll have that game coming up on a tape delay basis on the radio and on the internet. If you want to listen to that game again, you can find it also at mylocalradio.com. Click on sports, the drop-down menu, go to Westside, and the link will be there for you. So until next week, we'll talk to you then. For John Slaughter and for Alan White, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for listening as we wish you a very pleasant good night from Shelley.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.